Hi everyone. So today I wanted to make sure to get in our Tuesday chat since last week on Friday and Sunday I did not get to post. I'm so sorry. We have had company in town and we had a convention this past weekend, so it just got to be impossible. But I am on my way over to the Xerox store here in Quito to get those laser copies that I need to do those projects for print and cut off of the Cricut that I have been talking about. So I'm going to get those copies done today so that we can start doing those projects on these videos coming up. My friends that came in town brought me several things from the States that I had asked for. One was this microphone, hopefully to help with the echoing. I didn't have this problem when I lived in the States because my house had carpet. But none of our rooms have carpet here, and I'm glad they don't. I don't know, it's probably a combination of things. Of course, there's pollution because it's a big city, but also we don't use central air and heat, so there's not like a system that pulls out the old air. And then we open the windows, and we live in what they call Volcano Alley. So there's one in particular that's a little bit active. It'll spew just some steam and a little bit of ash. So that gets into the air. So that makes cleaning things a little more challenging. So for that, everything echoes, and hopefully the microphone is helping with the echo issue. So some of the things that I had found I want to say I got some things on Blitsy, and I'll link them below, were some pens to use inside of my Cricut pen holder. So let me find those real quick. So some of those are these precision pens by American Crafts. I got this set on Amazon, but if you have a Tuesday morning near you, they often sell a set of, I think it's 5. Let me see here. Yeah, I think it's these 5 pens. And again, they're called the American Crafts Precision Pens, and they have different widths. Like this one is 0.5, another one is 0.8, 0.3, 0.1. So they have different widths on them. These work inside of your Cricut Explore Air with the actual adapter that comes with the machine itself. Now I'll be demonstrating another adapter that I purchased as well in a future video. Probably next week is when I'll get to that one, since I have all the pens that I was looking for. So at Tuesday morning, they also have these colored ones. There's purple, pink, green, and red. I believe I brought these with me from the States. There's a pack of 4 or 5 of these, again, also from American Crafts. They even sell now a, I think it's a 30-piece kit or more from Cricut with this specific pen if you're looking for more colors. The other things I got to try out that work with that same adapter that already comes with your Cricut Explore Air is this embossing pen called the Emboss It by Ranger. This one is in black, and then they also have one in clear. So it's a 2-pack. I believe I got this one on Blitsy as well, but it's called the Emboss It pen, and it comes in 2 colors, black and clear. So I'll be using those, and I'll demonstrate those on the Cricut Explore Air as well. And this one, the Bullet Perfect Medium, also by Ranger. This bullet tip works with any of the Cricut Explore Air, Cricut Explore Air 2. They all work exactly the same way. So those are the pens that I got to demonstrate. The other things were some Cricut. This is called the Home Sampler. And the reason why I liked this particular sampler is the colors that come in it. You can see them right there. These are a lot of the same colors that I already have going on in our house here. So I think it's 1 or 2 sheets, maybe it's 1 sheet of each color. Yeah, it's 1 sheet of each color. So it's just for small projects, just so that you can see what it looks like. And of course, I don't use a whole large piece of this for any project. It's usually just a few words that I'm cutting out or things like that. The other thing is the adhesive foil in gold. This one's nice and shiny, and again, it's meant to use to cut with the Cricut Explore Air. Let's see, what were a couple of other things? Here is, I'm trying to stop everything from rolling off my table. Okay, so here is by Computer Graphics. This is laser transparent plastic sheets. There it is, there's the description. Computer printable transparent plastic sheets. So back in the day, I guess we called them transparencies. But they're great for shaker cards and things like that. But in particular, this plastic I got in order to print black and white fonts on, or even designs, so that I can have some gold foiled or other colored foiled items and accessories in my planners and other things like that. Also in the project life that I'm working on. Another thing I'm going to try out is the Cricut Explore Air printable vinyl. So like this one looks very similar to the Dear Lizzie collection. I don't think that's what it's from, but you can print and cut, and this is on vinyl. So it'll attach to jars. What else do they have? They're demonstrating it on a notebook cover and on a flower pot. So it's much more flexible than just paper stickers. You're able to apply it to a lot more surfaces other than just paper. So that's the Cricut printable vinyl. I brought a lot of inks with me because those really are the staple to crafting. When you're just starting out scrapbooking or stamping, card making, whatever it is, you need your basic supplies. So some of those, of course, is colors. So I have a lot of colors of the Lindy Stamp Gang Magical Micas. I also have Versamark, and my newest ones are the Tim Holtz Distress Oxides. So I saw a video by, I want to say it's Jennifer McGuire Inc. I think it was Jennifer McGuire. I'll post the link below. It was either her or Gina K Designs, but I'm pretty sure it was Jennifer McGuire. And what she did was she took these 2x2 coin pages. So there's 20 of them on this one, and this package can be found on Amazon as well. And what she did is she did all of her color samples on here and then put a label right underneath them. That way she could put these into a 3-ring binder, and she could flip through and easily see what colors she already has. At this time, I still have my Magical Micas, color swatches on a ring. And it's worked. It's, I can flip it out and see what colors, but this will be nice. It'll be a thinner format and a place for me to have all of my colors of all the different inks that I have. So I'm going to use her suggestion and put that together. I don't know how many of you are watching HSN today, but today is their crafting day, and they released a new product that I'm going to highlight right here. It's by Anna Griffith. It's her printer. It's a gold and ivory Kodak printer that she's partnered with Kodak, and you're supposed to be able to print on multiple materials, thicker materials, more easily. For example, canvas, faux leather. What else did she demonstrate? Printable vinyl, just like this Cricut printable vinyl that I have here. So they're demonstrating a lot of that today on hsn.com. So feel free to check out that new product. And if any of you have purchased it, please comment below and let me know what it's like, how it's worked in comparison to your current inkjet printer. They're also selling the extra large cartridges to go with it. So I'm just curious to know how it ends up working for you guys. Of course, I can't get it here where I am right now, so I'll just have to take your word for it and see what your opinion is. So please comment below if you picked one up today and let me know what you think about it. So for the next week or so, I'll be starting that printable project life with that digital kit that I had featured a couple of weeks ago. I have several of you commenting and asking questions and having trouble with the print and cut feature on your Cricut Explore Air. So I'll try to make some simple tutorials to help you out with that. If you can be as specific as possible in your questions to me. For example, if you're having trouble with a specific file, if it's something you want to share with me, feel free to email it to me. I'll list my email below. Email me the file and I'll demonstrate how you can do it on your machine and hopefully help you out with that file a little bit. And let me see what else. So I think I pretty much covered everything. The print and cut with the vinyls, the pens. Oh, I have the pen adapter here. So there is a pen adapter that comes with your Cricut Explore Air, your Cricut Explore Air 2, but it still doesn't necessarily hold a lot of pen types. You have to buy a specific type of pen that has just the right groove setting in order for that to work. Well, there is one company, I believe they sell these on Amazon as well. I don't remember the name of it, but this is what the package looks like. So I'll try to find the link on Amazon. And in essence, it's like a little piece of pipe with an adjustable screw in it. And it's supposed to hold more pens, for example, your gel pens. So if you really like gel pens and you're wanting to use it in your Cricut Explore Air, even those cheap ones that you get from Target, the Up brand, those are some of my favorite gel pens to use on my Silhouette Cameo as well as the Cricut Explore. So an adapter like this can help you with your Cricut Explore Air and your Cricut Explore Air 2. I already have adapters that Silhouette makes to go with my Silhouette machine, and it's worked perfectly. So I'm going to try this one out and I'll demonstrate it and see what you guys think of it. Hi everyone. Well, since I made it back while it was still daylight, I went ahead and decided to record and show you the laser copies that I got made today. So this is a learning process for me since we're living in a country that is with the metric system. Why does everything have to be so complicated? So of course, Project Life, everything is 4x6 and 3x4. Well, I didn't think about that when I uploaded my my files. I just downloaded the PDFs to just get printed off at the Xerox office, but I didn't think about living here. Everything is an A4 size, not our standard 8.5 by 11. So when they made my copies, in order to keep the images within the parameters of the A4 paper, of course, they had to adjust the scale. So that made my cards slightly smaller than a 4x6 and a 4x3. But I trimmed some out and it's really not too bad. So for example, here's a 4x6 and you can see I have about 1/4 of an inch all the way around. So I can back these with other cardstock, probably a solid color, even white, and they'll be fine. Now the 3x4s came out pretty good. I don't always like them to be so tight in there that I can't get them out, especially because these cards I'm doing journaling and may want to add some embellishments on them. So those actually fit pretty well. We'll just play it on a case-by-case scenario of if I actually end up adding any additional paper behind them, but I doubt it. So it turned out really good. Now the paper type that they used when they printed these is kind of slick. It's not the rough cardstock that I usually use. So I do have some Georgia Pacific cardstock with me here that I brought with me from the States. So what I might do next time when I try this is take that paper with me, and it is 8.5 by 11. So I'll take that with me and try to get them to print on that cardstock. I know they will do it because I saw other people walk in with colored cardstock and everything else that they wanted printed on. So today was my experimental phase of getting to learn a new copy store outside of the United States and how my files are gonna work with their system, and it'll work. I just have to tweak a few more things. So I also took the JPEG files out of that digital kit and just had them print it onto the paper. So they just took the file and it printed out as a square, probably because it's a 12 by 12 format of the JPEGs for those pages. So now I have also background papers that I can cut out and use behind those Project Life cards that came out a little too short. So in the future, what I'm thinking about doing is doing what I did with the stickers of the digital file. What I did with those stickers is I used my Silhouette Cameo software, and I just laid them out onto an 8.5 by 11 on the Cameo software, and did print as a PDF. And so when they printed this at the copy store for me, they just printed it out as a PDF. The reason why I'm telling you all this is because in particular, if you want to add foiling to your scrapbook pages of things that you print and cut, it needs to be toner. You need to have a toner background. Printing it on an inkjet isn't going to work. So if you don't have a laser printer like I don't, but you want to add gold foiling, then this is the way you want to go. Or since this is for my daughter's senior album, I really didn't want to go with just my inkjet printer. It's kind of a lower quality one that we ended up getting here, and when the ink saturates into the paper, it's not as clean and crisp as what I'm used to from my Canon. I have an Epson here, and it's the ones that have the outer tanks of ink that are on the outside compartments of the printer itself instead of the individual ink cartridges, since those are extremely expensive here. So it prints well, but not as clean and crisp as I was like. So that's why I went ahead and got these printed, laser printed at Xerox here in downtown Quito, instead of doing them on my printer here at home. And so those of you who have access to one, maybe at your job, or say FedEx Kinko's in the States, and you don't have a laser printer at home, maybe this will be an option. Thankfully for you, you have the 8.5 by 11 option and don't have to worry about messing with the A4 size issue that I had today. But I'm going to fix that. What I'll do is I'm going to go in my Silhouette Design Studio and choose the A4 paper size, and then design my PDF page off of the A4 size instead of the 8.5 by 11. I hope that all makes sense. If it's Greek, let me know, and I'll demonstrate it in another video coming up. So that was it today. That was just I wanted to show you my little printouts. I did finally get them printed, so I'll be able to do those Project Life videos for you that I've been talking about. Again, all of this is from the Dream Chaser collection, Becky Higgins Project Life. It was a digital kit she had released a couple of weeks ago, and let me see. I'm going to put the information of that kit here so that you can see what the details of that kit looked like if you missed that video. So that's it for today, and I'll see you soon on Friday and Sunday for our Cricut tutorials, as well as these Project Life pages that I'm putting together. See you next time.